Hey guys, welcome back to the Hide. Got a few rifles out on the bench today. Today we're going to be looking at which precision 22 rifle is for you. With NRL22 coming around and getting really popular, you know, a lot of guys are looking into a precision 22 rig. And with one of the friends of the Hide giving us a couple of rifles on loan to test out, we're going to kind of put that theory a little bit to the test. You know, which one should you buy? Should you go bolt action? Should you go semi-auto? Is it something you're going to want to just take out of the box and go to the range with and compete with? Or is it something you don't mind putting a few bucks in and then going and competing with? But we're going to be taking a look at a custom Ruger 1022. This has got the Magpul Hunter stock with a Green Mountain bull barrel. And we're also going to be taking a look at Savage's new B22 FVSR. Both, like I said, in 22 long rifle. We're going to take a look at both of these. We're going to do an informal accuracy test. I've got 3 different loads here that I've had quite a bit of luck with, and a buddy of mine's had real good luck with as well. But we're going to take a look at standard velocity CCI, the HV match from Federal, and Ely target. And 50 yards, 5-shot group from each one. Informal accuracy test. There has been nothing done with that Savage other than take it out of the box and shoot it. But we're going to see what we can do at 50 yards. Then we'll come and take a look at each rifle. We'll kind of go over its features, maybe go over a few talking points as far as, you know, accuracy and value and things of that nature. But we'll load up some rounds here and take a few shots. Grab my ears real quick, guys. I have to say I was pretty excited about doing this whenever he first mentioned it, because we had been looking into maybe starting in on that NRL22 stuff here locally where the Hide's at. Trying to, you know, it's just something fun to do. It's cheap. It's easy to shoot. You know, you don't have to spend a ton of money to go do it. And 22s are relatively everywhere now, which is really nice. But let's take a look at starting off with some of this CCI standard. I really like this stuff. And like I said, you know, 22 ammo is finally coming back around now to where, you know, a regular guy can afford it again. And it's just not crazy expensive. But let's try 5 of these. All right. Again, as I said, these are going to all be shot from 50 yards. Oh, helps if you charge it. All right, 5 of those, not bad. Now we're going to take a look at the HV match from Federal. This is a high velocity round. These other 2 are not, so point aim should be a little bit different. But it's nice being able to find all these loads back in the stores again and being able to do this. All right, now let's try some of this Ely target. Not too bad. All right, now let's take and we're going to repeat those same shots, but this time with the Savage. And this is one of their new B22s that Savage just came out. They do, in fact, still make the standard FBSR. This one's kind of overshadowed it a little bit, I think, but let's take, and we'll start off with 5 of these CCI standards on this one as well. All right. All right, not too bad. Okay, let's try 5 of the HV match here again. Like I said, we get done here, we'll get some close-ups of these 2 rifles and go over some things I like and some things that I don't like. And, you know, each of them are, you know, their own animal. I mean, as you guys know, it's really kind of hard to compare, you know, a semi-auto versus a bolt action, because some guys just prefer one over the other. It's not necessarily they don't really like them, they just prefer the other one more. But let's see what we can do here. Not too bad, not too bad. Now let's go ahead and try 5 of the Ely target again. See what we can do here. All right, let's kind of go over a few talking points on each of these rifles, guys. And I have to say, this is the first time that I've shot the B22 series rifles. I definitely like it. Obviously, it's got the AccuTrigger, so that's a definite plus. The action And this is ridiculously smooth. I mean, it is super smooth, literally like glass. Probably the major thing that I do not like is this magazine. This magazine system, I don't know what on earth Savage is thinking, but Savage needs to understand that they are not Ruger. They do not need a rotary magazine. Ruger's kind of perfected the market on that. I don't know why. I mean, I understand, you know, it kind of cleans up the profile of the rifle. You don't have an extended mag sticking down, but for a Target series rifle, I mean, I don't have a problem with one sticking down. I think they kind of missed the ball on this. It's a pain in the butt to load. You have to get the mag seated in there just correctly to get it to seat in. It's a little bit easier if you open the bolt. It's not bad though. The stock is, it's still polymer. It's still, I mean, it's still got flex to it. Granted, you know, a 22 rifle, it don't have a lot of weight in the forend anyway, so it's not going to flex a lot. But I mean, if you had a bipod on it and you were trying to load it, I'm sure you could get some flex and you could possibly get some shots thrown. The rear of the stock is not terrible. This portion here with these lines coming up makes it a little bit harder to put the bag in. I mean, that's just kind of a nitpicking detail, but I mean, overall, it's not bad. I don't have a problem with it. The stock does have a better overall feel to it, especially in the comb versus their older style plastic Tupperware stocks. So as far as that goes, I do like it. This one is threaded from the factory, so that's definitely going to save you money right out of the box. Half 28, so if you do already have a 22 cal can, you're good to go. You don't have to do anything else to it except screw it on. So I mean, that's definite plus. The overall feel of the rifle seems good. We'll walk down and check out accuracy here in just a second, but overall I like it. This gun right now is around $250. That's a lot of gun for the money, for what you're getting. And you could literally take this setup right here out to one of those NRL22 matches and compete right out of the box. Throw your scope on, whatever one you want, and go. Just find you a decent little load that it likes and rock on. The Ely Target seems to be a favorite among a lot of different rimfire rifles. It's a real consistent load. I've also had really good consistent results out of the CCI standard as well. But you know, your results may vary, so check a lot of them. But let's take a look at the 1022, and it's got a whole different feel to it. I will say this stock is absolutely amazing. This is the first time that I've actually got to feel one in person. Just the way that the comb is and the way that you're able to get the stock into the pocket and hold on. I don't like having my pinky on the comb. I don't like that. For me, it puts my hand too far up into the receiver. I always put mine down, and it actually fits that perfect. So I've got a super, I mean, inline feel with the trigger, which is very nice. This one here, like I said, does have a Green Mountain bull barrel, which obviously is going to aid in accuracy, but that's also added cost, you know, because you've got to buy the 1022 rifle, so you're looking at, you know, a couple $100 there. The barrel, you know, anywhere from $100 to sky is the limit on 1022 aftermarket accessories, as you guys know. And these stocks run, you know, $125-ish, depending on where you get it from. So you're going to be into it with an optic, you know, $450-ish to $500. So I mean, is that something that you're looking into? Maybe you would be better served going the bolt action route at first, seeing if you like that style of shooting, and just kind of go from there. I would say one thing that I would fault this one over the bolt action version is the trigger. Unless you're planning on doing a trigger upgrade, or maybe doing a drop-in trigger or something like that, one of the BX triggers, or maybe a kid or something like that will Portson. But then again, you're going to be spending even more money, so you're going to be into the $500 to $600 range for your 1022. Now, if that's something that you're looking to do, by all means, because it is going to be a heck of a shooter. But I think the limiting factor for this rifle is probably the trigger, even though it still shoots awesome. But let me grab the camera. We'll take a walk down, talk about the groups, and see what we got. Now, I won't lie, for me personally, I definitely feel way more at home behind a bolt action rifle. That's what I grew up shooting, and that's what I mostly still shoot now. So if it's from a Brench or even prone, I'm probably going to be doing it with a bolt action. But I can definitely see the allure of the 1022s because they are a lot of fun. But granted, as I mentioned, you're going to have to take into consideration the extra cost to maybe get it set up for that style of shooting. But let's take a look here and see what we got. Overall, I mean, I think, like most of us, I'm my own worst enemy, but I pulled that one, the very first shot, this one right here, that was 100% me. And that's because I am not used to that trigger. I am totally used to that AccuTrigger though. But after I got settled in, I was able to get, you know, a fairly decent little group with it. Up here, same way. That was my first shot, I believe, or maybe the second, I'm not really sure. You can check it on the bullet cam, but I know I pulled that one too. And then settled back in for, you know, a decent little group. A little bit of vertical stringing. That could have been me. I don't really know. I don't know why that did that, but it's hard to say. Then our bottom target here, the like I said, the AccuTrigger of the Savage is really easy to control. So definitely for me, I tend to shoot it a little bit better. But there's a first group with that. That one got a little out of there, but that's a decent little group there. And that's that Ely target. That stuff shoots really good. Really good, really consistent load. But you know, as you guys see, there's definitely some points to think about. I would most definitely, if you've got buddies or something that have these rifles, to check them out, shoot some of them yourself, see what works best for you. Like I said, this is by no means a formal test or a formal comparison, just to kind of give you guys some talking points, let you guys see what I've done and kind of some views behind those. But either way, each choice is going to be absolutely awesome. I think you're going to have a heck of a time with either one of them, give you a boatload of fun and a lot of enjoyment, especially in shooting those matches. But if you got any questions, feel free to post them up, shoot me an email. If you like this video, please feel free to subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. And as always, fellas, shoot straight. Later.